Hey guys, I'm Kelly. This is my horse Spanky. Today I'm going to show you guys how to polo wrap. So there's a few things first before we start poloing. Polos are not so much meant for support as they are protection. So if you're looking for support for your horse's legs, you'd rather go to sport medicine boots or open front boots or anything like that, something that has a little bit more substance to them than a polo wrap. You also need to make sure that your horse is fully groomed, so I already did that part. But it's super important that you go and you totally brush down your horse's legs, making sure there's no caked on dirt or anything like that on their legs, as that will irritate when you put your polo on. So our first step in wrapping polos is you want to make sure that the roll of your polo is facing toward you. So, like this, right? This is facing toward me. If it was the other way around, the roll would be facing Spanky. If you do it that way, you're not going to get the Velcro on the outside. So, you're going to make sure your roll is facing you. Faith, you can come a little closer. You're going to start in the middle of your horse's leg, and you're going to go front to back. So, if I go from the back of their leg to the front and wrap it this way, that can do damage to their tendons. It can bow a tendon. So you always want to make sure the roll of the polo wrap is facing you on the outside, and that you're starting from the front closest to their head and going back toward their tail. So again, we're going to start in the middle. We're going to wrap it around, and you want to pull a little bit across the front. You don't want to pull around the back of the leg because, again, that will cause harm to their tendon. So you're going to wrap it around, keeping it snug. Pull across the front, across the front. All right, so now we got to his fetlock area. So with the polo wrap, you want to cup the fetlock. You don't want to just go like this and then go back up, right? You want to make sure it is nice and cupped around there. So you're going to kind of pick it up a little bit, bring it down on an angle, and then as you come around the back, you're going to bring it back up. So you can see there's a backwards V here. And then you're going to continue poloing up the leg. Pulling across the front gently, keeping it snug. I'm about to get to the Velcro here. Again, pull gently across the front, Velcro to Velcro, and you have yourself a polo wrap. So you want to go from the base of their knee down to their fetlock pastern area. So we're going to do it again on the next front leg. Now we switch sides. So again, you have to make sure that your polo is set up correctly. So the roll is going to face you, and then it's going to start from the front of the leg and go backwards. Starting in the middle, gently pulling across the front. You ideally want to keep the same distance between wraps here. Sometimes it doesn't always work that way. Going down on an angle, cupping his fetlock, coming back up on an angle. There's the upside down V. These polos are a little bit long, so it doesn't hurt to do it again. Giving extra support for their fetlock. Pulling as you come across the front. There's the Velcro. And that's how you do a polo wrap. Now for the Delval horses, we have to do the hind legs as well. So I will show you on the hind legs. Again, making sure that your polo is front to back and the roll is on the outside. You're going to start in the middle. Pull around. Now, Spanky is actually being really good right now. A lot of times he rests this back foot. So if your horse is resting their back foot, you want to make sure they're standing nice and square before you start poloing a hind leg. That can also mess up or harm their tendons. Here we go. So you're just going to pull their tail a little bit, make them stand square. Let him fix himself. There we go. All right, so same thing, you're gonna cup the fetlock, coming down, then going back up. And then you'll slowly wrap the polo back up to the top by their hock. Like so. So when you take off a polo, you want to do it quickly. You don't need to sit there and rewrap it, make it look pretty. You can do that at a later time. So, especially with the hind legs, if your horse is irritated or trying to get a fly or something, they can reach up and get you with their foot, right? So you want to do this as fast as possible and get out of their way. So you're going to undo the Velcro. And you're just going to make a ball with your polo wrap. Boom. Not pretty. It's fine. It's off, right? That's all that matters. So we'll do it again. Really quick. And there we go. So to rewrap a polo wrap, you're going to totally let it roll out. You're going to put Velcro to Velcro, like so. And then I like to use my leg, but you're going to roll it just like that. Roll it all the way back up. You have to make sure you do Velcro to Velcro though, otherwise when you put it on the horse, you're not going to get the Velcro. So then you have to undo it, take it off, roll it again, and redo the whole thing. So if you do it right the first time, you'll be golden for the next time you do it. All right? That's how you polo wrap a horse.